turn my back, you laughing.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennial. Just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the New York Jets. On first down, Darnold hooking up over the middle with Herndon. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And out across midfield down to the 45. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1. Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs.
I know coaches always tell us that they make decisions about these types of plays, this type of a fake, earlier in the week to take the emotion out of the deal. I don't know that that was really true here. This one felt like all of a sudden, hey, I got the feeling about let's go ahead and get it, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, I know one thing. They wish they had it back.
Yep.
It's a foot race. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 79 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. A shotgun snap for Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Back to throw, Darnold. Wide open receiver, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the 40 now on second down. Darnold hauled in by Anderson, left side. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped out. A guy can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Well, that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Here's Darnold. Open man left side. That's the tight end, Herndon. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Back to McGuire again here on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They hand off to their big tight end, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Chris Herndon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. coming up at the half. A reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the goal without a doubt. That's a game that you just figured.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. On 1st and 10, Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Darnold on target to Enunwa. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This quarterback now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Dolphins take over first and 10. Let's go. Their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Pushing through the contact. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, that's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last run, so here is 2nd and 7 from the 28. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
No gain on the dump-off. It's 2nd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. This time, Rosa with throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and goal, Darnold toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They pass up the 3, fake it, it doesn't work. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll them out. You got the option to run or pass. Just didn't work.
Not at all, and the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person, no one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close, and close quickly.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
What we got?
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
Now, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check.
Now a give, right side. Savage. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And now it's Rosen looking. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Christian Wilkins, never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. On 1st down, Savage. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rosen. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 15. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. A 1st down throw, Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On first down, it's Darnold. Got an open man. It's a noon one. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. He's back to throw. Out right here to Herndon. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. They'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. They still got 2 timeouts, got to start using them. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Savage. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Savage. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try the left side. Savage. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Miami, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen,